and welcome to my CCR, my Creative Critical Reflection for my short film named Baba Yaga. I can't wait to tell you all the wonderful things and show you the media concepts that I integrated in all the camera shots and just everything. And this is just the intro, so let's get into it.
How do you present and play with traditional norms in your product, which also puts forward social groups and issues?
I've made a short film named Baba Yaga using some of the normal horror standards and some that you may not expect. First off, here's what I did. I went with the darkness and isolation a lot, which is what you do in a horror anyway. The opening bedroom scene is to present a sense of safety and normality, like you're just catching some sleep after school. Then it all goes to failure. That's a classic trope in the horror genre. Take the ordinary and make it scary. As for the woods, which is very much a staple in horror, there is an idea of what is going on in the woods is off the mark, I use that to build up tension. Also, the camera slowly moving into the field and then my eyes opening.
That's a really interesting way to talk about how you developed your film. Tell me more about it.
At the end of the chase, it is the staple of horror which we see a pursuit and tripping and falling. That helplessness, which is presented in so many horror films, in the case of Baba Yaga's appearance and disappearance, which is a classic trope for a slasher or supernatural villain. The bloody tank top is also a classic in the genre. It is off-putting and makes you wonder what went down. I also went with a different route. For instance, I added a jump scare. Many horror films depend on loud sounds and abrupt cuts to get the flinch response. I went for atmosphere and dread instead, of which is more about slowly building up to the scary part, or the queasy feeling, which the main character turns the corner and there she is. It's a more psychological approach as opposed to jump scares. Hello and welcome to my creative critical reflection, question 2 and 3. Which question 2 is, how does your product engage with audience and how did it show in read media text? And question 3 is, how did your production skills develop throughout this project? And I want to be talking about this as I play a game called Power Wash Simulator, which is not important. So for question 2, how did I engage the audience? So my film is very just like, it connects the audience. So my product engages the audience because it is like something many people can connect to. It starts off fairly normal. It's just a normal teenage boy and he's tired because he probably was up too late going video games or something. That's obviously an imagination thing. People can think of a lot of things because of that. So like, it connects to people in the way that it's very normality. Like, it could happen to it could happen to anybody. Like, it could happen to you on any normal day. And then it's just a normal after school nap, take off my shoes, it's like first person, you feel like how connected you are to the character. You're connected to the character. And this is very euphoric in a way, because it takes like a turn into something like the supernatural almost. It challenges like most horror norms by because I feel like in the most recent years, like a lot of horror films, besides a very few many, have actually been scary. Like, it's all about just cheap jump scares just to get like a flinch reaction out of the person, which is not like what the horror genre was truly about. Like, back in the day when it was the horror genre was actually something that people looked up to on their day. Like, people love this. Like, there's still horror gurus to this day. It was more about like Michael Myers, for example. They had the music, they had the diegetic sound, the non-diegetic sound, and all these different aspects that would get horror. They would build up tension with these things. Yes, they use jump scares, but they didn't use them in the same way. They used them to create a story and a sense of urgency and fear, which is something that horror films just don't do these days. So that's something I really wanted to incorporate into my film in this way. And one sec, let me find question 3 so we can read that. So that question 3 would be, my production skills. Okay, so my production skills developed a lot because during my very first film in this class, which was about like our school things, and he gave us something simple. Our teacher, very good teacher by the way, he definitely taught me a lot throughout the year, and it definitely made me become way more of a better producer. So basically, how my production skills advanced, it's like towards the beginning of the year, like I was a horrible actor, which I'm still not the best actor. I'm pretty bad. I was a horrible actor. I was horrible at the camera angles. I didn't know anything, and I would like he used to kept saying like mid angles. A lot of people would cut off foreheads, which I didn't do much of that, but I didn't know like the rule of thirds and like filming, so I would keep myself like off to the side or out to the left of the camera shot, which is something that obviously you don't do because it's the center of focus. So like I'd be talking, but I'd be on like the left half out of the main and something else being focused, like just a wall or something. I thought that was really stupid. And I could not edit like at all towards the beginning of the year. My friends helped me and they taught me, like friends that knew more about it, obviously, because I made a lot of friends through this class too. And I love the class. Like I'm doing A-level next year and all this. And I just want to make it clear that it like generally, like whenever I used to watch films before, and like my production skills increase, like I like understand like the meaning, but now when I watch films, it's like I can see all these things that I taught, like the rule of thirds, diegetic sound, diegetic sound, asynchronous sound, a sting, like all these things. And like I would just cut off foreheads, not necessarily cut off foreheads, but I would just not get myself in the frame, or I would do like minor mistakes, or what I would do is like you hear my voice right before like the video cut in, and like 1, 2, 3 the countdown, and obviously I didn't really know how to edit that out yet, which or just was not good at it. And I'm glad that I got this class. It made me way better as a producer, and I could confidently say if I put my time and effort into something, I could 100% fully and indefinitely use my production skills that I've learned throughout this year to make like a full film. But I would obviously need the budget and everything, and I would have to like make this film out. This is going back to question 2 a little bit. I was going to use this to go. I was going to start with YouTube. If I were to produce this, then I would contact like Prime Video, which Prime Video is free. I would do all these things, and I would possibly get on Netflix and lots of different things here. I would possibly get on Netflix, and I would make sure I would spread this product. If I were, I'd make a website for it. I'd make my own ad. I'd have to make my own stuff because obviously I don't have the money for it. I'd make my own stuff, and I would just have a good time with it. This film was truly about the growing of me, because I filmed half of it towards the for the semester, and I filmed the rest because I used my semester film as it. This film is me. This film is how I adapted, how much I truly love the horror genre, and how much the horror genre has changed, and I wanted to bring it back to its roots, and I love this. So I hope you really enjoyed me in this year. I really enjoyed filming this, and I can't wait to show you more of my wonderful work. So I'm gonna go back to playing my game. I'm gonna finish the house, and see you. So here's question 4 of my creative critical reflection, and this is all like technology I use, software and everything. We're gonna watch the film, and I will be telling you about it and the things I did for it. So let's start. So let me pause it right here. So to start it right here, the reason it wasn't landscape and it was in portrait, because I was trying to go for like a first person kind of point of view, like it was like through my eyes. It was almost like a GoPro strapped to my chest, which it was, because I used a tank top and everything to hold it onto my chest and look at it, which was not, I probably should have done it in landscape, but it didn't look as well in my personal opinion. I think it looks better like this, and you get more of like a feeling for it. just some noise. I'm gonna add some music to this when I post my final. This is just me laying down. I'm about to pull the blanket over. It's like a first person. Okay, and I've been told by multiple people that they love this shot of it. It's like, yeah, I had to put my phone onto my fan, and for that shot, put my phone onto my fan and I let it spin, and I didn't tape it down or anything, so I was really scared it was gonna fall. And it was because I'm so limited in my, like, what I could use. Like, I didn't have a tripod or pretty much anything. Like, it was really bad. But this shot is really amazing. I really like it too. I'm gonna add some music on this part. And this is where I'm waking up. This is supposed to be from the point of view of my front-facing camera on my phone. So it's like from the front. And it's like showing, like, it's from off my phone because I just looked at what time it was, and I'm disoriented and wondering. So I'm turning on the light right here. And then this is where I open the door. I'm like, who closed my door? And it's part of the film. It's like wondering who closed my door. And then what is that? I look at the camera and then I fall backwards, hit my head. And this is my title screen, Baba Yaga. Where it's the midpoint of the film. And it's when it cuts to like the next like big section. This is in the woods. Like my friend will hold this. And I want them to do the slow walk up. And I didn't add any, like, I edited this all in CapCut, and I didn't really know how to use it as well, so I didn't add, like, really any sounds, so she had to walk, like, really loud. I was making sure so we could hear these crunches, make sure it was perfect. And here's me in the middle of the film, and she had to go, I wanted her to go down on the eyes, which was really nice, and as the eyes open, and then it's like disoriented. You look back, you look forth, and your eyes like, wait, and then they're gone, and I like that a lot. It's like more psychological in the form of a horror, and just it, like, I don't know, that was something that I knew I wanted to do since the beginning, which I changed the idea like halfway through because of that. But yeah, I just had the phone on. I was holding it in one hand here. I get up, I wipe myself off, wondering where I'm at. I was walking through the woods here. I'm just holding the camera up like first person kind of too, like with one hand instead of like any tank top or anything for this time. Most of it was just holding and just like the way I moved my phone and the camera angles. Like I used almost like a type of tracking shot when she walked out of the woods over there, like earlier in the film, and I found the tank top. This is just about when she walked out, it was like tracking me, and it was like coming down like on my face, like a pan angle and all of that, and I thought that was really interesting. Where did the tank top go? And yeah, and the tank top goes right there. That's when the tank top, like, it goes from my hand, it disappears, and I thought, and see her, and then the knife flicks out, and then you get like almost like surprised, like what is going on, disoriented. It's like, and then this is when I fell. This actually hurt because I had to like smack my phone into the ground here, and yeah, but that was it. And I realized this isn't really question 4. This is all not kind of a little bit of everything, just like kind of going over an editorial review, but I think it was good. Thank you, and goodbye. Hope you guys love my film, and till next year.